Do you feel like you're stuck or find yourself attracting the same type of relationships and negative experiences, or just not manifesting what you want in life? Welcome to Heal Your Story. I'm your host, Heidi Dallaire. Here we discuss all things life, love, relationships, the relationship with yourself, and the stories we tell about ourselves and others. I help people get out of their busy heads and get back in touch with their heart space to learn self-love and help heal their story. I'm a heart space and relational coach, a holistic health practitioner, and author at HeidiDallaire.com and LoveWideOpen.com. Let's go hold some heart space together. Hey all, welcome to episode 166, Growth Mindset, the Key to a Successful Life.
This topic seems to be coming up a lot in things I've read, things I've been listening to. So anytime something's coming at me like that, I take a deeper look, and it actually is also affecting quite a few of my clients. And I just heard about it in two different audiobooks by Mel Robbins that I just listened to, and also in a book with Gabby Bernstein. It's kind of all over the place. So they talk about this research from Carol Dweck, and it's that there are two types of mindsets, a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. In a fixed mindset, people believe that their qualities are fixed traits and therefore cannot change. Like basically the way you come in is who you're always going to be. And these people document that their intelligence and talents, rather than working to develop and improve them, they believe that talent alone leads to success and effort is not required. They literally think you come into the world with as much intelligence as you're going to have. And these people often will try to portray themselves as being as intelligent as they possibly can because they haven't moved forward and think that people who make effort aren't necessarily as smart. So alternatively, growth mindset. These people have an underlying belief that their learning and intelligence can grow with time and experience. And when people believe that they can get smarter, they realize that their effort has an effect on their success. So they put in the extra time, leading to higher achievement. What do you think? What do you think of that fixed versus growth mindset? I know for myself, I have definitely throughout life been in a growth mindset. And interestingly enough, most of the people who have remained in my inner circle or who have been brought into my inner circle are of a growth mindset. And we'll get to that a little bit later. How exactly, well, what do you need? What do you need to develop positive habits? You know, why is mindset so important to developing positive habits?
This episode is brought to you by the Weather Channel app. Did you know the app can help you forecast more than just the weather? With allergy tracking and flu risk mapping. So you know when to stay inside and load up on podcast. As well as air quality and UV indexing. So you know when to get outside, load up on sunscreen and podcast. Forecast more of what you love with the Weather Channel app.
A fixed mindset or fixed belief of I can never change, I am who I am, la 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 la, keeps us from actually making positive change in life. And this is when we avoid situations that could possibly be uncomfortable for us or that we think are useless, so we don't take on challenges in a different way. How can one actually develop a growth mindset? And first of all, it's literally to, embrace or acknowledge your weaknesses. Maybe you know that you're lazy and that you tend to procrastinate and put things off until the very last minute. Knowing that, understanding that, and embracing that allows you to then say, okay, I need to change this so that I can plan better, make more modest goals, and give myself a reasonable time to accomplish something instead of waiting till the last minute trying to get something done and failing. How else we develop this growth mindset is that we view challenges as opportunities instead of challenges as stops. Where we are constantly, every single day, faced with important decisions. whether we accept something, whether we decline something, whether we choose to take this new job, or whether we sign up for taking a class. And I can speak from personal experience. I just literally last week wavered for, I would say, literally about 2 minutes before I pulled the trigger on signing up for a class. And the reason I didn't wait any longer than that, because if I kept waiting, the time would go by. But I also stepped back and I said, why is this class coming at me? Why do I want to take it? Because I just felt aligned. It just felt like the right thing to do. And it'll enhance my growth. I'm going to learn something new, and it'll take me further in what I am pursuing. New challenges totally equal new opportunities. When we learn something new, when we challenge ourselves, we totally learn something. How else do we have a positive growth mindset? Knowing and understanding your own learning style is super important, because you can set yourself up for great success understanding your learning style and how you need to move through new material, or how you take in information, and what's going to be best for you in learning something new. And also, I think a key factor is that we just really need to understand and take a hold of the idea that the brain does have the ability to change throughout life. So if we're just keeping something static of, I'm not going to change, this isn't going to change, I'm not going to do this because I'm set here, then we keep ourselves from, again, learning, expanding, and changing our neural pathways for new growth. And something I have found extremely important, and something I give to my clients, when we're looking at learning something new, we don't want to seek the approval of other people of how we do it. I actually say kind of keep it a little bit quiet, like learn something freaking new. Don't worry about what other people think about you, and instead focus on bettering yourself for your own benefit and growth, right? Because what inspires you and what is really a passionate thought and idea and a creative thing for you might not be for your best buddy. Therefore, seeking approval to do something like that, gosh, we really just do hope that they stand behind you. They might not understand fully. One of the last things of really developing this growth mindset is really focusing on the process, focusing on the journey instead of the end result. Because if we've got an end result in mind, that might not be why we're doing what we're doing or why we're learning what we're learning. Because as we begin to learn new things and take on new challenges, maybe this other path opens up or this other doorway, and we want to actually go down that instead of having this door or end result that's in our brain that we have to get to. And I would say also reward your effort and actions, not always your traits. And I would also say to learn to not only give, but to also receive constructive criticism. So important when we're learning something new to be able to have a little bit of tough skin, and maybe not even tough skin, elastic skin. Criticism to me is oftentimes a way we learn. Really a way we learn. For me, I'm like, I couldn't even imagine moving through life not wanting to grow and expand and learn new things and experience new things and be like, oh wow, maybe I can take on this side passion. Maybe this is what I really want to do in life instead of something I chose when I was 17 years old that is completely non-relevant at this point. This growth mindset, how you really kind of get it sunk in, is to take it on every day. What are you learning every day? Is it a rest day? The other 6 days are learning days? What are we doing to train our brain? And then that last thing. Okay, this is the last thing. The thing that really, I think, helps set us into a positive mindset is who we have in our circle. And I alluded to this at the beginning, and I think this will be a separate podcast, but we really, truly are a reflection of the people we have on our inner circle. So if you're moving through life and you're feeling stuck and It's all about like, what's the next fun thing to do, of like a party mindset. Nobody has goals. Everybody's in a dead-end job or in a dead-end place in their life right now. Really kind of take a look, like, who's on your inner circle and who can you surround yourself with? Who needs to move out a circle? I always think of the people in my life as though they're on like a concentric circle dartboard. I'm in the middle, and then the next ring out is like my super, super tight inner circle, and then a little further out and further out and further out. And people can move in and out of those rings as you need them to in life. Not everyone's meant to stay forever, I don't think, but the people we do surround ourselves with are absolutely how we are reflected in the world. And in the last couple of years, I've got this group of female entrepreneurs that I'm part of, and it has changed, well, I would say enhanced. It has enhanced my mindset so many ways, because all of them are in growth mindset. Everyone is looking to better themselves. Everyone is looking to grow and expand, not only personally, but professionally. And it's a powerhouse to be involved with people like this, because when you surround yourself with people who are either succeeding a little more than you are, or are there also as super cheerleaders, because these people understand what it takes, and they are there to absolutely help you when you fall, and they're also to celebrate your wins and your successes. I'm going to do another podcast on your inner circle at some other time. For right now, what kind of mindset are you in? Are you in a fixed or a growth mindset? If you want to grow and expand, what are you willing to take on? How are you going to sit back and reflect, first of all, on what you want to do? What are the things that stir you, that when you do it, brings you great joy and passion, and you love it? Look at those things and then start researching more about those topics, how you can make them more of your life, and go from there. So anyway, I would check out, as a resource, there's a great book out. It's called Take Control of Your Life. It's an Audible book by Mel Robbins. Some great stuff in there. And take a look. Or actually, it would be take a listen. Have a great day, everybody. Talk to you soon.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Heal Your Story. Please subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. You can find me, my coaching services, my book, or book a Heal Your Story strategy session at HeidiDelaire.com. For other self-development articles, go to lovewideopen.com. And you can also follow me at Heidi Delaire or Love Wide Open on all social media channels. Thanks so much. Sending lots of love.